Okay, video was getting a little long there, so I'm just making a part two. This one I'll show you guys how to connect the head to the body, as well as adding some clothes, and yeah, we can go ahead and get started. So since I'm still in the same file, the smooth button is over here. If I just click on the head, I can bring the divisions down. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. Maybe because I don't want to connect it all through here. Maybe I can add something kind of like right there. Maybe more. Is that in the middle? Yours might be fine, but I'm just putting mine directly in the middle so I can get a better idea here. Okay, let's do maybe like right here. Okay. So now, as per other assignments you guys should already know, we can delete out these faces. Then we can delete out these faces. And then what I'll go ahead and do is just grab this edge here, extrude it up, scale it down, and back, up, flatter, back. And just kind of meeting up with how I think the neck should be. We could do another extrusion, up, flatten it out this way. This way. Okay. So now we can combine these, and I maybe should have done through here, but just to kind of give you an idea of how this works. It's not perfect, but then we can combine these. We can turn off, we can turn off symmetry for this. Select one vertice, hold down shift, select the other, edit mesh, merge, and then to repeat action G key, merge, merge, merge. Whoop, the wrong one there. Merge, 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 merge. Okay, and we can sort of fix his neck here a little bit. Maybe not make it so. Okay, maybe we can widen this out a little bit. Oop. Probably want to make some adjustments. Okay, edit mesh, merge, fix that, and then let's turn back on symmetry. So that way whenever we make these adjustments, they are symmetrical. Okay, we can see how it would look. Little goblin guy. Head's probably a little too far back, but nothing that we can't adjust later. Grab these guys, moved it forward a little bit. Oh, forgot I hadn't connected the eyes, so the eyes are just going to be not there, but that's fine. better there. And you can further adjust it from there as you see fit. But now I kind of made him so that let's see, let's get a little more shoulder height here. Width. Kind of wanted to have him seem a little muscular, but still be wearing maybe like some baggy clothes. So he's got like wide shoulders. Let's see. Maybe have him, give him some wider, maybe some bigger legs. Separated, flat. See how that looks. Flat at the bottom. See how that looks. Not terrible. Okay. It's kind of coming together a little bit. So I'm gonna give him a shirt. So how I'm gonna do that is, first I'm gonna smooth this guy out. Mesh, smooth, visions 1 is fine for now. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the area of the shirt that I want to be there. So this. Might take a while to select the entirety, because if you modeled it correctly, there will be a lot of faces. So let's see here, maybe about to there is where I want the shirt, and then select that line. And make sure we didn't have anything else selected. Hit 4. Okay, that's about where I want my shirt. So then what we're going to do is go to object mode and create a duplicate of this guy. Then go back to face mode. And then what we're going to do is hold down right click, go to invert selection, and then delete. So now we have just this little shirt going over this guy. And we can grab these faces, and we can extrude them out a little bit in specific directions. Oh, I forgot I have symmetry turned on. That's why it looks so weird. Okay, symmetry off. Modify center pivot, so it's from the center. Make it just a little bit bigger so that way we can scale it inward like this. Select all faces, extrude, and we can extrude from the middle and just scale it inwards. Up a little bit. Or we can do the opposite and we can extrude it out. So he's got a little shirt here now, depending on how baggy you want it to be. If we can assign a different color, Lambert, you can do just like a darker gray, just so you know it's there. Kind of adds to the bagginess portion now. And then let's say for the pants, well, actually let's do oh, I don't think I extruded it. I think I just made it bigger. Let's do, make these guys wider a little bit. Oh, don't have symmetry on. something you kind of just have to go back and forth on. Just like the symmetry stuff. And now let's extrude. And just make it smaller. Okay, gonna grab these faces, push them in. Okay, grab all these faces. Let's go to mesh display reverse. Now we got this guy, and we got like a nice little shirt to go over him. We can raise some of these up, bring some of them down depending on if the geometry is still going through. But there we go. We have a nice little shirt there. And some of these are not perfect. Let's see. Can bring these out. Can bring these out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bottom row of faces and I'm going to extrude these down. And out a little bit. And maybe flatten them as well. Let's see. Shirts really aren't that flat, but you kind of get the idea. And then what we can do is we can add some pants. And the reason I did that is because you don't really want to be able to see where the pants start. So this is where the pants will start, and then we just do the same thing. Object, duplicate, go back to faces, invert selection, delete. Now we have these little pants objects. Ooh, still got some faces on the bottom here. Yep, missed a few. Go into face mode. Just get rid of these guys. Okay. And then object mode, then we can faces, everything, extrude. Let's turn off. And extrude inward, scale it out a little bit. That works too. Okay. So now we have some pants, and we can change these to another color. Assign new attribute, Lambert. We can make these like a, I don't know, dark color. Select this guy. Take some of these vertices and do a little soft selection. Soft selection. So it takes other points with it. And we can just kind of push these symmetry on, push these back. Back. Just so they're not sticking out of the pants at all. Oh, probably selected the wrong side. Okay. Oh. There. Okay, now he's got some clothes, and then you can kind of you know, work on the shoes and stuff like that afterwards as well. Oh, I guess his pants didn't fully work out as planned, but that's okay. You know, trial and error. But now he's got some clothes on. He's got like a little shirt, and then I guess quickly I'm gonna see if I can't do like, I feel like his type of like ogre goblin guy always has like a little vest on. So I'm gonna see if I can't do like a vest really quick. So let's see here, down like that, down like that. See, Control Shift, include, Control Shift, include. Should be everything. So if you didn't know this, if you're selecting and you're doing like a box, if you hold down Shift and you cover over something that's already been selected, it'll select stuff that was unselected, but then deselect stuff that was selected. But if you hold down Control Shift, then it just adds more to the entire thing. So that's pretty helpful. So let's see. If we do object mode, duplicate, face, invert selection, whoop, invert selection, oh, that's weird. Okay. So this guy, channel box, 0, okay, bring it up. Some more face, okay, there we go. Invert selection, delete those guys. Oh, it probably needs a back to it, so let's do these. Oh, wrong way. So we'll just be getting rid of these guys. Okay, makes sense. Can bring it back down to 0. Can scale them up a little bit, and then probably shouldn't be working in. Let's see, off. Down to the middle. Scale them out this way. That was just scaling. That wasn't even extrusion. Okay. Extrude. Out. Invert a little bit. Okay. It's not perfect, but you kind of get the idea. If you wanted to, you know, add a Lambert, make it white, you know. Not perfect, but yeah, you get the idea. So that would be how you create the body and the clothes of your characters. You can obviously go more detail from there, but that's just the quickest way that I have found. And I mean, in pretty much like 30 minutes time, you have a fully modeled, decent looking character with the face, you know, arms, hands, clothes, feet that will be ready for rigging, and that's super helpful. So hopefully you guys learned some stuff from that, and yeah,